Now, SoulCalibur 5 has its fair share of great characters. There's Mitsurugi, Siegfried, Johnny Biscuits, Janet of the Apes, Cradle of Phil, Jacqueline Hyde, Kick Astley, and the rest. But what happens when you master every single one of these characters, as we've done, and exhausted all the possibilities that their backstories have to offer? What then? What then?
The extent of my power!
Well, thankfully, SoulCalibur 5 has a character creator to help. Sure, you can take an existing character and change the colour of their equipment, maybe imagining that Raphael with a green coloured jacket has a whole different set of priorities to Raphael with a red jacket, but for the fighting game connoisseur, creating your own character from scratch is the way to go. It's very straightforward, just pick your gender and height, and then you're given access to a huge variety of masks, belts, shoulder pads, shoes, capes, and tiny levitating hats to create your tortured soul searcher. Then all that's left to do is to create an imaginary backstory for your character to give their quest for the Soul Edge some meaning. Here are some of our creations to get you started. Julienne was a Michelin-starred chef who was unfortunately blinded in a grease fire when trying to perfect an omelette recipe. Driven to the brink of madness by the subsequent collapse of his restaurant empire, Julienne now takes orders from an apple perched on his shoulder that he believes to be the rat from the Pixar movie Ratatouille. He seeks the Soul Edge as he believes it will impart unto him the secret of perfect poached eggs. Paws Calhoun is a cowboy who woke up one day to discover he had the ears of a cat. Believing himself to have been cursed for shooting dead a cat bank robber earlier in his career, Paws has embarked on a quest for the Soul Edge to cure him of his affliction. Halfway through the game, he discovers that his friends just placed some cat ears on him as a joke and he gets annoyed and goes home. Bennett 174X is a robotic version of Lizzie Bennet from Pride and Prejudice built for a Westworld-style amusement park based on the works of the author Jane Austen. Unfortunately, instead of being programmed to be a witty young woman trying to avoid her mother's attempts to marry her off to unsuitable clergymen, she was instead programmed to retrieve the Soul Edge, murdering anyone who stood in her way. So there we have it, 3 brand new characters for you to master in SoulCalibur 5. Don't steal them, Namco! If you want to try it yourself, get involved by sending a photo of your creation to @InsideXbox UK on Twitter. Thanks everyone for watching Inside Xbox.